Bushy brown hair, quick wit, and a mind sharper than any spell in the wizarding world. She wasn't the chosen one. She wasn't the boy who lived. Yet time and time again, it was Hermione Granger who saved the day. Born to two Muggle dentists, Hermione entered the wizarding world as an outsider, yet she would become one of its greatest heroes. Today, we trace the journey of the brightest witch of her age, her origins, her triumphs, her flaws, and her lasting cultural legacy. J.K. Rowling has admitted that Hermione was, in many ways, a reflection of herself, an exaggerated version of the bookish, insecure child she once was. Her first name, borrowed from Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale, was chosen to challenge readers with something unusual, much like the clever parents who gave it to her. Originally, her last name was Puckle, but Rowling quickly realized it didn't quite fit, and so Granger was born. When readers first meet Hermione aboard the Hogwarts Express in 1997's Philosopher's Stone, she's arrogant, a know-it-all who memorized every textbook before even stepping foot inside the castle walls. Harry and Ron found her insufferable until the night of the Troll. One terrifying battle later, their friendship was sealed. Rowling herself insisted on this scene, believing it was necessary to break down Hermione's walls and allow her to become part of the trio. From then on, she wasn't just a friend, she was their lifeline. Over the next adventures, Hermione's intelligence became the group's greatest weapon. Whether it was identifying the basilisk in Chamber of Secrets, mastering the Time Turner in Prisoner of Azkaban, or uncovering Rita Skeeter's Animagus secret in Goblet of Fire, Hermione consistently outsmarted the dangers that lay ahead. But she wasn't invincible. In her third year, her fear of failure was revealed when a boggart took the form of Professor McGonagall, telling her she'd failed her exams. For all her brilliance, Hermione's greatest enemy was often her own insecurity. In Order of the Phoenix, Hermione became not just a sidekick, but a leader. She was the mind behind Dumbledore's army, convincing Harry to teach his peers when the Ministry turned its back on them. Her courage was tested in the Department of Mysteries, where she was gravely injured in battle, but returned stronger than ever. By Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows, Hermione was no longer just the clever girl in the library. She was a warrior. From erasing her parents' memories to protect them, to enduring torture at the hands of Bellatrix Lestrange, Hermione showed a resilience and sacrifice that rivaled even Harry's. And when the final battle came, it was Hermione who destroyed one of Voldemort's Horcruxes with a basilisk fang, securing her place in wizarding history. After Voldemort's defeat, Hermione's story didn't end. 19 years later, she stood proudly on Platform 9 3/4, sending her own children, Rose and Hugo, off to Hogwarts. In the play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, she rose to become Minister for Magic, continuing her lifelong fight for justice, equality, and the rights of the oppressed. When Emma Watson was cast at just 9 years old, she had no film experience. Yet she became the face of Hermione for an entire generation. Watson brought charm, intelligence, and vulnerability to the role. So much so that even Rowling herself declared she was the perfect fit. But fame came with challenges. At one point, Watson nearly walked away from the franchise, exhausted by the pressure and lack of privacy. Ultimately, she returned, unwilling to let anyone else carry Hermione's wand. Her performance earned widespread acclaim, with The Hollywood Reporter even naming Hermione the greatest female character of all time in 2016. Hermione's impact stretches far beyond the pages of Rowling's books. She is a feminist icon, an activist, and a role model for generations of readers. She showed that intelligence is not a weakness, but a superpower, that compassion and justice are worth fighting for, and that sometimes the hero isn't the one in the spotlight, it's the one holding the plan together in the shadows. From novels to films, from Emma Watson's portrayal to Noma Dumezwany's groundbreaking stage performance, Hermione has become more than a character. She is a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of brilliance, bravery, and resilience. She was never just the sidekick. She was never just the girl with the books. Hermione Granger was the true heart of Harry Potter's world, and she will forever be remembered as the brightest witch of her age.